of things I've heard, drugs, gangs, juvenile hall, dropping out of school, teen pregnancy, and what I'm going to say is, but you're here. And so I've also heard things like I'm persevering, I got my diploma, I have people that support me, I have a village. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. I would argue it takes a village to raise an adult, because we still need each other to do that, right? And so it's amazing, because as we hear places where you may have failed, you failed forward, because now you're in a place where you can continue to move on. And so thank you for, I know everybody has a story, right? I wish we could hear them all, but what I would say to you is, like, give someone else the message. Like, we can't do it as leaders of CBOs and schools. We can't do it all by ourselves. There's so many people that need to hear what you've done and continue in their education and move forward. So each one reach one, and I think we'll be able to do some great things. I want to introduce our teacher, speaker, Tyson Amir. You just heard about him. He is one of our founding teachers. So we're really excited that he'll be speaking today. I'll also put a plug in, he'll probably kill me, but he also is the author of a book called Black Boy Poems, which is amazing. And so if you have not read it, it's a requirement for you to continue on. So before you leave, please do that. But it's an amazing book, and it really also tells his story and how he got to where he is. And I think stories are important to tell. And so we're gonna bring him up and have him do what he does. And so Tyson Amir, everyone.
Greetings to everybody. My name is Tyson Amir. It's an honor to be here. But it's not about me, it's not about my story, it's about y'all. Off top, we know that. As Ajane was saying, and as the other speakers who were up here spoke to eloquently, like, we come from conditions that are so difficult to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's just the basic level to survive, let alone to concentrate on, I'm trying to get this academic goal accomplished, or I'm trying to go out here and do this other thing in society in order to change the conditions in our community. We deal with so much all the time. So to be here, in spite of everything that was trying to prevent you from being able to accomplish this, that's a beautiful thing. And then furthermore, socially, politically, it's only right for us to acknowledge the fact that we're here in Oakland. Oakland, the birthplace of the Black Panther Party. Now, hold on, before we get into that, right? So the founder of the Black Panther Party, Dr. Huey P. Newton, one of the things that he said, I'm gonna paraphrase him a little bit, he said that, I don't expect the media to create positive images of our community. We're here to celebrate y'all because this is a positive representation of who we are and what we can accomplish. Your brilliance, your resilience, your perseverance, your fortitude to accomplish in the face of everything that's trying to prevent you from accomplishing these things. We're here, y'all, we're gonna do more. And we're going to continue to stand by you as you accomplish more and you establish new tradition and new legacy that is changing the direction of not just your life, but for your family. So many of you are parents. Your children have to see this. Other people in your community have to see this, and they're going to be inspired by your example. You understand? Like, we're changing. We're literally changing the direction of who we are, what our families are going to do. We're changing our trajectory. And that is what we need as a people in order to accomplish our freedom and liberation. And that's one of the things that education is supposed to represent. Another historical figure, very important revolutionary brother, his name was Steve Biko. He came from the South African struggle for freedom and liberation. He said, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. I'll say it again. He said, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. We gotta liberate ourselves by what we think and what we do differently. And for my Latino brothers and sisters, a very important revolutionary figure, Brother Che Guevara, he said this, he said, we are not liberators, the people liberate themselves. How do they begin to liberate themselves? We liberate ourselves through what we learn and how we apply what we learn. That's what I'm saying, we're changing our futures, not just for ourselves, but for our families, for our communities, and that's what we need, not just in 2018, but moving forward. They're trying to move us out of Oakland. They're trying to move us out of the Bay. They're trying to move us out of California, out of this country. We gonna be here, and we gonna be here empowered by what we learn and what we do, because we're creating new traditions. And we stand on proud shoulders of our brothers and sisters that came before us fighting for our communities. So we celebrate y'all, and we know that this is just the beginning. We're gonna continue to celebrate y'all as we uplift our communities. And in closing, I wanna speak just a little bit about tradition, but I'm an MC, I'm not just a teacher, right? I'm not just an author. So I want to speak to y'all in that mode as well. So this is about tradition. It goes, we're on mission, trying to carry on tradition. You see, I know the government, listen, they fighting for extradition. They're wishing my right to the First Amendment be rescinded. Cause when I'm penning these lyrics, the brothers and sisters in tenements hear it, they look in the mirror, they start feeling Phyllis, they follow me, marching down the block, Marcus Garvey appearing in the flesh. For the second time, it's red, black, and green on the crest, black star line. We've been oppressed because they've been obsessed. They've been trying to suppress this intellect since Imhotep, the architect, but we stay building. I'm on my Benjamin Banneker, Lewis H. Latimer, giving them light, the reason they mad at us. They preferring the shadow while we shining immaculate. They green with envy, cause they can't manufacture it. Got the African continent on my amulet feet. Color of burned brass like Jesus of Nazareth. Every revolution needed a catalyst. From the passages of Spook who sat by the door, the protagonist. I'm moving like I'm Sam Green Lee in green fatigues, while these Uncle Tom Kermit sipping their green tea. In these mean streets, the beast just wanna feast. He just pulled up his seat, unfold his handkerchief. It's like dinner served, Monsieur, bon appetit. The judges, the police, the government on the sneak. The saga never ceased, the cycle on repeat. The enemy on the creep, the torch was passed to me. I'm trying to carry on tradition for my people to be free. Let's get free. Tradition.